Just down the hill from Nottingham Castle Gatehouse, at the base of Castle Rock, stands one of the oldest pubs in England, the Old Trip to Jerusalem, which claims to be established in 1189 AD. The building rests against Castle Rock, on which Nottingham Castle is built, and the pub is actually attached to several caves carved out in the soft sandstone of the Castle Rock, which were originally used as a brew house for the castle. To find out a little bit more, and to find out a bit more about the haunting, I went to check it out for myself. So what are the cellars like?
The cellars are about 1070, so the cellars add about 120 years extra onto the date of the pub, because the date of the pub is 1189, so it gives us that's part of the reason of what we've got as being the oldest inn in England.
Cool.
And down in the cellars as well, you've got stuff like the condemned man's cell,
right.
And that's where prisoners would have been kept before it was that they were being taken to death. So we've got stuff like that down in the cellars as well. And then part of the there's one section of the cellar that's the only part of the building, or the only part of the cellar that was originally that wasn't man-made.
Okay.
Like all of the other bits were man-made. You can see them where they've carved it out. Whereas there's one section of the cellar where you can actually see the watermarks still on the wall of where it was actually taken out by water, where it was naturally made rather than man-made.
Oh, okay, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
You've got stuff like, you've got the haunted snug. Nobody knows who actually haunts it. Some people say it's a child, some say it's the woman in the photograph. You've got stuff like the cursed galleon, which the legend is that if anyone cleans it, they die. And then you've got the museum room, which is upstairs. That's called the museum room because it said that when it was originally opened, a lot of Roger Mortimer's artifacts were in there. But different people have said that they've experienced different things in regards to spirits or ghosts or hauntings or whatever it is that you want to call it. But again, the cellar's got probably the highest, but the highest, that's where people tend to get more readings than anything else is down in the cellar bits of it. So
cool.
There's been different things, weird things happen. Again, it's all been based in the cellars, but the ramp when you walk down, it's I want to say it's hollow underneath, so you can hear when people are walking up and down it, and even when there's no one down there, you can still hear people walking up and down it. Like even when there's no staff members that are down there, you can still hear people's footsteps. When you're down in the cellars, there's a lot of the times people will hear someone talking to them, even though there's no one else down there. You can still hear. It tends to be more a woman's voice than anything else.
Eerie.
So, but then again, with the cellars being part of the prison as well, I'm sure that a lot of people actually, whether they've died down there or whether they've come back to haunt it or whatever.